After all these years, do you still believe Beyonce faked her first pregnancy? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really thought of it since I made the video, so now she's pregnant again. I wonder if she's faking it again. I don't know. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Okay, so let's see. I have a few favorites. One of them is Bonnie Holeen. I love her YouTube channel. Like, she has a family vlog channel, and I just love her. I love her family. Her kids are adorable. Her husband is amazing, and I just love Bonnie. Like, she is hilarious. I love her personality. I just like look forward to her videos every day, and she actually uploaded one today, and I'm just like looking forward to watching it later. She's in Hawaii right now, actually, so that's like, I can't wait to watch all those videos of her family in Hawaii. I also love Bits of Paradise. Brittany, if you guys aren't watching her, you should check her out. I'll like link to these people in the description. Yeah, Bits of Paradise, Brittany is amazing. Her videos are so great. She has the cutest little baby, and also like her husband Joe is amazing as well. And Brittany is just like amazing too. So her channel is great, and I think we might try to collab somehow in some way about something. I'm not sure what. I also love Alexa and Carlos, the Penavegas, and their little baby. They also are moving to Hawaii, which is like, why is everybody that I'm watching moving to Hawaii? Brittany, if you're moving to Hawaii, let me know. But she actually is moving though. That's kind of weird. Weird coincidence. Anyway, they like daily vlog, and I mean, obviously you know them because they're celebrities, and I just think their content is so entertaining, and I love them. So those are my favorite YouTubers. If you could punch any celebrity, who would it be? Amy Schumer, Meryl Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio. There's so many. Like, the list is endless. What's your favorite movie and why? My favorite movies are Signs by M. Night Shyamalan, Frequency with Dennis Quaid, and I also love The Village and Unbreakable and Split from M. Night Shyamalan. So those are my favorite movies. I also love like early 2000s romantic comedies, so How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days I could watch over and over. I love the movie She's the Man, one of the funniest movies ever. I love Clueless. I love Brittany Murphy movies. Just Married with Brittany Murphy and Ashton Kutcher is like one of my favorites. I can watch like the same movie over and over and never get tired of it. Would you consider doing storytime videos about stuff you've experienced in your life? Yes, I used to do this, and so I would definitely do this again because I have a lot of things that happen that are really awkward and embarrassing and weird. What are your favorite makeup products? What are some products you've tried that you hated? There's a palette by Laura Mercier called the Artist, but I like that palette a lot. I don't wear eyeshadow that much, but when I do, I like that palette. What else do I like? I like Buxom lip glosses a lot. They're like my favorite right now. I don't really have a lot of other favorites. I mean, I wear the same makeup all the time, and I think I actually have a video from like 5 years ago where I talk about my favorite makeup, and it's probably the same stuff. Are you Team Jess, Logan, or Dean? 100,000% Team Jess forever. I love Dean also. I wish Dean, like, I don't like what they did with his character when he like cheated on his wife with Rory. That was not cool. And Logan, like, who even likes Logan? Who? But I love Jess. So, Team Jess for sure. I saw your video a while ago about privacy and kind of talking about how you could never do what vloggers do. Why is that video deleted? Did it cause controversy for you? I really agreed with your sentiments in that video. So I just privated that video, I don't know when, like at some time in the last 2 years, I think I privated that. Not for any reason other than I just kind of thought like it didn't really fit with my channel at the time. So I was just like, you know, why keep it up? There was no controversy though. I think a lot of people agreed with me. If you could give one piece of advice to your viewers / subscribers, what would it be? These questions are so hard, guys. I guess off the top of my head, this is just random that I'm thinking, but I guess I would say that a piece of advice I would give to everybody and to myself is that people around you, your friends, your family, whoever, just people in general, are going to do things and say things and act in ways that you can't control. You just have to realize that you will never be able to control anybody else's, like, what they're doing. Like, you never control what they say, how they treat you, how they treat themselves. You have no control over it. So if you can just learn to be quick to forgive and move on, I feel like that is very helpful. It's so much easier said than done because you're gonna do things that people don't like, you know, either. So you have to help each other. It's like hard. I don't know. Life is hard. What are your current goals in general in life? Another good question. Wish I had an answer. My current goal is to just be the best that I can every day at what I'm doing. So that's my goal. Outside of that, I have no idea. Really, for me, it's just that I don't know what my future is going to be. I have no idea. And I know that, like, there's so little we control about it. And so I just know that I trust God's will and plan for my life. And I make sure that I do my best every day to be in line with His will, to just like live for Him every day and just give it all up to Him and say, help me to be more like you every day, and help me to like make my heart like yours, and help me to make decisions that you would want me to make, and just constantly doing that. And so that I'm always trying to align myself in His will. He just takes me wherever He wants me to go, and I just kind of follow it. Who are your favorite artists and bands? I'm always listening to music, so I'm trying to think of the playlist on my phone. So I love Aerosmith. I love Paramore, like the Riot album and All We Know Is Falling. And Brand New Eyes, but like Riot is my favorite. I love Jennifer Lopez. I love Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. And, you know, if we're talking like top 40. I also love James Newton Howard scores to The Village and, you know, everything else, but mainly The Village. I love like oldies, like Diana Ross and the Supremes and Elvis and Smokey Robinson. I love Spanish guitar, so I have a whole playlist of just Spanish guitar music that I love. 90s music is my favorite. Janet Jackson, like late 90s, early 2000s is everything. Britney Spears, Hootie and the Blowfish, like anything from the 90s I'm obsessed with. Early 2000s, like Jessica Simpson. I love Celine Dion. I also have my worship music playlist, which is a lot of different people. It's more based on the song than it is on the artist for my worship music that I like. So I like a lot of different things. But I'm pretty much always listening to music at all times if I can. What do you watch on Netflix? I watch The Office like every day. I used to really enjoy your Pretty Little Liars videos. I'd look forward to them every week. And I stopped watching it at the end of season 4 because it was just getting too long. Are you still watching it? I am not watching it. I think the last video I made about it is probably the last time I watched it. I just missed like a few weeks, and once you miss a few weeks of Pretty Little Liars, like this is years ago, you can't catch up. So I just had no time to catch up on what I missed, and then it just snowballed into like I had to stop watching. But I think they're still, like, they're ending it now. Did they ever find out who A is? Where is Ezra? What is he doing? And where is the hot doctor, more importantly? Alright, let me just change the priorities. Where is the hot doctor, where is Ezra, and who is A? What advice do you have for someone who wants to start making YouTube videos? Get a camera that has like decent quality, which is good because pretty much every camera today, just your phone, has decent quality. Decent lighting, you know, if you can just get natural lighting, and upload consistently, like 3 times a week. How many almonds is the perfect amount of almonds? 3. What's your favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate chip cookie dough and mint chocolate chip. What's your favorite video you have made? Probably the pregnant prank call because, I mean, it's like everybody's favorite. But the interview I did with Bethany Hamilton is another favorite video. But I guess just all my pranks. Are you still a Christian or a believer in Jesus Christ? If so, how did you manage to keep up your faith with Him and still believe? Any advice on that as well? I am still a Christian. That's not going to change. There's so much to say that I don't know how to say it. I'll like answer in 2 ways. So if you're ever, well, first of all, reading the Bible every day as often as you can is so important. If you're a Christian in today's world, they will come for you. So, you know, that happens a lot. That happens in colleges all across the United States and in Europe. And I mean, Europe is another story, but, you know, in America, because that's where I live, you know, public schools, college, secular colleges, they will do everything they can to make you an atheist. And at least not a Christian. Like, you can be anything else. They'll be okay if you're anything else, but if you're a Christian, they will do everything they can to make you not so. So I guess, like, whenever someone is trying to make you doubt, I would just say to remember that, you know, it's not just a crazy claim like God in the sky, an invisible man. There are serious historical events that had to have occurred or not occurred. Like, Jesus had to have either been here and done what he did or he didn't. And so there's so much historical evidence to back up his entire life and everything that he did. And so, you know, there are witnesses to his resurrection. Hundreds of people are historically documented as witnessing his resurrection. All of the disciples willingly died, proclaiming him as God. They knew whether he was a liar or not because Jesus claimed that he was going to die and rise again. And so they all saw him die, and then they saw him rise again. And so they would know, like, if he died and then he just died and it was over, they'd know that he was, like, a fraud. But because they all died saying that they saw the risen Jesus resurrected, he did it all. He did everything he said he was going to do. So, you know, they all died saying, like, we saw that with our own eyes, and we will willingly die for it because we saw it, and we want to tell everybody. There's, like, tons of history and thousands of years of historical events that have surrounded this, where God has literally come down to earth to be like us and then die from us and then save us. So no other, you know, idea of faith in a different God or something has ever claimed to die and then, like, defeat death and resurrect. And so that's, like, the pillar of Christianity is that. Just remember that, like, oh, it's not just somebody's making this up or we hope with no evidence. It's like there's tons of historical evidence to the claims of Christianity, which no other belief system has. Also, for me, I follow Jesus every day, and I have a relationship with him, and he is number one in my life. And so it's like there's Jesus and then there's everything else, and everything else changes and Jesus never changes. And so that's what I cling to. And so because I have a relationship with him and I know him, it sounds like Elf, like I know him, but I really do, I know him. And he's done so much in my life every day, and I've seen his miracles in my life, and I've seen what he's made me and how he's transformed my heart. And so I've seen it and I know it. He's still alive today through the Holy Spirit in all of us. So all of us who follow him. So I have that also, you know, there's so much every day that is like, it's just Jesus all the time, every day for me. And also, I mean, you could just look around at creation and all the amazing animals and, like, the amazing beauty in the world and everything, and human beings, and how diverse everything is, and how intentionally designed everything is, and how everything works on its own. Like, it's amazing. And so I feel like just think about those things. There can be a bunch of lies filling your head about why you should doubt and all that, and you have a lot of people joining that force trying to get you to doubt. They're just lies. And so you can just remember the truth in maybe some ways like that. Read the Bible. Also, number one, read the Bible. And so that's kind of my advice. Do you plan on collaborating with any YouTubers? I plan on collaborating with Bits of Paradise, Brittany, at some point. Like I said, I don't know what we're gonna do, but hopefully something. Favorite part of the Bible? I really like Romans because it answers a lot of questions. It just kind of gives you so much information. I love Ephesians and Galatians because it really just explains the gospel so well, especially Ephesians. Like, it just, the way that it just describes over and over, it's not about works, it's not anything you can do, there's nothing to strive for to earn your way. It's Jesus saves us in spite of what we do. It's a free gift that no one can earn, Ephesians 2:8-9. So that's, like, my favorite part.